The Nobel Prize secret to staying forever young. Without fasting, there is a reason the phrase forever young is surging across search platforms right now, with nearly 1 million searches this week alone. It is not nostalgia. It is tied to a Nobel Prize winning medical discovery that is finally reaching mainstream awareness. And it completely reframes how we understand why we age and what we can actually do about it. The science is called autophagy. In 2016, Japanese cell biologist Yoshinori Osumi received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his foundational research into this cellular self-cleaning process. But in 2026, the application of that research to everyday longevity and biological aging has reached a tipping point, and the conversation is moving from academic journals into health communities everywhere. Here is what autophagy actually is and why it matters so profoundly for how you age. Every cell in your body continuously accumulates biological debris, misfolded proteins that no longer function correctly, oxidized lipids that damage cellular membranes, and critically, decaying mitochondria that have lost their ability to produce clean energy efficiently. Under normal conditions, autophagy, which literally translates from Greek as self-eating, is the process by which your cells identify, tag, and dismantle this accumulated debris, recycling the raw materials for new cellular components. When autophagy functions optimally, your cellular environment stays clean. Debris gets cleared before it reaches critical accumulation levels. Decaying mitochondria get replaced, and the overall cellular architecture maintains the kind of organized, efficient structure that characterizes biological youth. When autophagy becomes impaired, and which happens progressively with age, chronic stress, poor sleep, and dietary choices, the debris accumulates. Cells that can no longer clear their own garbage reach a threshold where they stop dividing and stop functioning normally but refuse to die. Researchers call these zombie cells. The scientific term is senescent cells, and they are one of the most significant drivers of accelerated biological aging identified in modern longevity science. Zombie cells do not just sit passively. They actively leak pro-inflammatory signals into surrounding tissue, a phenomenon called the senescence-associated secretory phenotype. That chronic low-grade inflammation spreads to neighboring cells, disrupts tissue function, impairs mitochondrial performance in healthy cells nearby, and creates a progressively deteriorating cellular environment throughout the body. Zombie cells in your skin drive visible aging. Zombie cells in your brain drive cognitive decline. Zombie cells in your metabolic tissue drive insulin resistance and energy dysfunction. The accumulation of zombie cells is not a side effect of aging. It is one of its primary mechanisms. The good news that the 2026 Forever Young conversation is highlighting is that autophagy can be supported and enhanced through specific biological signals, without requiring extreme fasting protocols that most people cannot sustain. Plant compounds are at the center of this conversation. Spermidine found in wheat germ has been shown to directly activate autophagy pathways. Quercetin found in red onions acts as a senolytic, a compound that specifically targets and clears senescent zombie cells. These are the 8 plants generating massive search traffic right now. Natural autophagy activators that send the cellular cleanup signal through dietary means. But here's the critical piece that most coverage of autophagy leaves out. Clearing the cellular garbage is step 1. What comes next determines whether your cells actually rejuvenate or simply clear space without rebuilding. After autophagy removes decaying mitochondria, your body needs to grow replacement ones. Fresh, high-functioning power plants that restore the cellular energy production the cleared debris had been compromising. Without that replacement step, autophagy creates a cleaner but still underpowered cellular environment. This is where mitochondrial biogenesis becomes the essential complement to autophagy activation. PQQ is one of the only compounds scientifically demonstrated to trigger mitochondrial biogenesis through the PGC1 alpha pathway, growing brand new mitochondria from scratch to replace exactly what the autophagy process cleared out. New mitochondria built through biogenesis are not carrying the accumulated oxidative damage of their predecessors. They are fresh architecture producing clean ATP with superior efficiency. CoQ10 fuels those new engines from their first moments of operation, ensuring the cellular energy supply rebounds immediately rather than gradually after the cleanup. Mitolyn combines both in one formula built around this complete cellular renewal cycle. Autophagy clears the garbage. Mitolyn grows the replacement infrastructure. The forever young concept that the Nobel Prize research points toward is not about stopping time. It is about keeping the cellular environment clean enough and energized enough that your biology continues performing at the level it was designed for. I want to be fully transparent with you. The link in my description is an affiliate link. I might earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I only share what I genuinely think is helpful. Stop collecting cellular damage and start renewing. Check the link in my description for the 2026 Mitolyn Renewal Protocol. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your diet or lifestyle.